Hello, fellow humans and other interdimensional beings. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, where we're hopefully very soon here gonna find out what this geyser is. And there's also another one way down here that I'm excited to see what they are. I think it's one of my favorite things, just discovering what a geyser is. And sometimes I'm tempted to use the old priority 11 trick that you go in here. Let's just show it off for anyone who doesn't know. You do that, you click on the geyser, and it tells you got a yellow alert on a carbon dioxide vent. Yes, I do. So this is a carbon dioxide vent, is that in a nutshell. But I find that's a little, I don't know, that's in a way more disappointing than going in and finding it's a carbon dioxide vent naturally. Now I don't care about that one anymore. It's carbon dioxide vent. What am I going to do with it? Anyways, we got a new printable available. Let's go check that out. Saltwater. Or dupes. What are you? Uncultured, gourmet, iron gut, undigging, caregiver, pacifist, operator, decorator. Now we'll just take some saltwater. Thank you very much. I had a look at the place where the final fossil is, and it is surrounded in 89, 90 degree stuff, and then a layer at 1,000 degrees or so. That's 900 and change, and then followed by a 300 and some odd degree. So that we're definitely not getting that until we get the suits, the Atmos suits going. And we do have one area ready to go, pretty much, for the suits. What will we need for that? We're going to need stations. There is Atmos suit checkpoint, Atmos suit dock. I think it's the checkpoint we need, and we need it to face left. Just like so. And then we'll need some docks. So how about 6? Does that seem about right? And I think we'll actually move that to the right. One more. If it's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, something like that. Let me go back in there. Stations. Atmos suit checkpoints. And then Atmos suit dock. That's 5. Fine, we'll do 6. No, it's gonna drive me nuts, I'm sorry. Alright, we'll do 7 instead. Just so it's got equal spacing on either side. It's probably more suits than we really need. I hopefully don't want 7 dupes outside at a time. I don't think we'll need it. At least not in the southern half of the map. Meanwhile, cooling is still happening here. Looks like we're around 900 degrees. This stuff will solidify at 660.3. So a little ways to go, but that'll be nice having some molten aluminum. And eventually, maybe I'll even replace this tube with... no, not with aluminum, because it would melt under its own heat. No, what was I thinking? There was something I was going to use aluminum for, and I've since forgot. Never mind. Disregard. I think we have too many fish. In fact, it is crowded. And so let's have a look through the fish here. Mr. Fish, hello. You are 19 years old with 64% reproduction. You are 9%. We're gonna attack you. You're old too. Age 7 with 11%. I'm gonna attack you. 11 and 7. And 66%, 9%, 13%, 83%. We'll get rid of you as well. Because we just can't support that many fish, and to be honest, we don't really need them right now. We're going to end up with a lot of Paku in here as well. You can see there's already quite a few. Yeah. What is going on? Oh, it's the combat. Of course it is. We're getting the fish. And how many eggs? Just 1 egg in there right now? No, 2 eggs? That's a regular old fry egg. 2 of them. Well, let's put them in here. Fry egg. And tropical fry eggs, if there's any out there. There might be something down here. I see nothing, Jon Snow. Okay. That's how that line goes, right? You need power. Improve nearby decor and turn on festive lights. Okay, interesting. We'll do that. Totally. Eventually. Maybe. Maybe not. So wait, this is a minor volcano here. I forgot all about this one. 134 kilograms a second at 1726, so about as hot as our aluminum. This one is at 1726. It erupts for 78 seconds every 10,000 seconds. That's ridiculous. And this one is more often. It just erupts less, is that right? 134 and 255 kilograms. Yeah, so very similar. It's just this one erupts more volume. I'm probably more interested in this iron volcano before going after either of those, but the sedimentary rock long term is a way of feeding dupes. Not feeding dupes, feeding hatches, which then feed the dupes. Words are hard. Meanwhile, yeah, this is happening. It's just happening slowly. We'll put a priority 7 on that because I really want to know what that is. And I should probably just stop stalling when it comes to all the suits. I think what I'm gonna do, pardon me, is start by removing some of these ladders, and I think we'll make this the point at which we kind of sever the levels. So from this line down, or this level down, it will... Oh, meteor showers, okay. It will all be accessible from the bottom, and then everything above, obviously, accessible from the top, and never the twain shall meet. At least that's the plan. And the reason I do that is simply because of the number of suits we have in the docks. We want one to go back into one, not someone to exit through the bottom and then come back in through the top and then cause a bunch of extra running around. I mean, it is tempting. I had done this in the past a long time ago. I had it so that there was a central tube, transit tube, that went out to another transit tube station, and we had the huge, where is it in the research? The huge dupe statue, this thing, which we can't get to right now, but it was a really cool looking thing. I think I showed it at one time in the past, but I made a nice park out of it and everything, and it was super cool. It was really convoluted because anytime the power would go out, if I didn't have that managed, you know, then they couldn't get around very easily. It was, yeah, it was much later game than we are right now. So I don't think it's worth doing here. Wrong element damage. What am I seeing? Oh, interesting. What is happening? Tell me. There's CO2 coming up from here into the dock, which is screwing things up. Okay. You need to go somewhere else. CO2. How about... Yeah, it kind of doglegs around for no apparent reason. So let's get rid of that. And we're going to bring oxygen down. Maybe this last pump here. Where's the pipe? Here it is. We could use this last pump to come around to there. Gosh, that's going to be a bit it's going to take a bit of doing, isn't it? We come here, crossover, bridge, bridge, bridge. Connect those up. And then this will have to go through here. And we'll cancel getting rid of those. Bring it down. I guess we'll just go in and across them all there. And that'll have to do. We're going to have to put in some... Well, I guess we'll just replace this stuff with insulated tile. And there we are. We will grab one of these. Will we even bother with one of those sensors? I guess. Yeah. We'll put a cycle sensor and we'll try and work it around so we're not doing a lot of time. What is happening here? Activation time. So it starts at 0. This one starts at 25. This one starts at 50. But this one runs all the time. Where those ones run 50% of the time. I think I'm going to change these up. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think I had it backwards. No, duration 50%. Duration 50%. And we're going to put an activation time here at 33. And 66. And then this one, I don't know. We'll just run it for half the day. To fill up all the suits. Let me see. Deliver suit, please. Priority 7. Settings applied. Hello. Deliver suit. Are they just not gonna... I just have to click on it at everyone? Okay. We can do that. Done. Alright, I did make a whole lot of suits at one point in time. Ages ago. Atmos suits, 11 units. 10 units. So they're getting delivered. We had a dozen. Up here, you can see I'm about to do the same thing, which means this will be all cordoned off. In fact, I think I'll start by removing that down to there. We'll leave this intact for now. And we can close that off. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and commit to it. We'll leave it up, pointing up a little bit, the, not so much the ladder, but the pole. I'm not sure if it matters, like, if they step off and grab the pole, if they can do it right from a lower level. But that's fine. Critter drop-off is flooded because there's a poke shell in there. We have to manually kill the poke shells, which we're still maintaining 4 of. For a good reason. Eggshells to... Oh my gosh, we can do... what is it? 17 of those. We have no poke shell molt. We have small poke shell molt for them. And how are we doing on fossil? We've got... Oh, wow, 12 tons of fossil. So we can do 10... Basically... Sorry, 10 jobs is a ton. 10 times 12 is 120. So we can just run this for a good 99, and that's going to allow us to make a lot more steel. I'm pretty happy about that. As it is now, we've got over a ton of lime. Wow, we probably don't even need to do that so much. We can just make a bunch of steel. We have a lot of iron ore as well. So I tell you what, let's do a lot of iron, because we're going to end up using a lot of iron. And iron to steel. Apologies for the noise. Lime. Refined carbon, 8 tons, takes 20 kilograms. So 550 jobs is a ton. I think we can do something like 50 jobs and make 5 tons of steel. That's really good. That's great. The other thing we're going to need a lot of in the near future is plastic. And a thing I was thinking of doing when relocating this box is just not in the most convenient place. But I don't really have a more convenient place right now, so we're just going to move it in a little bit And I'm going to flesh out this floor. And I'm going to make a secondary place for 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘭𝘥 to go. It's just going to be a room where we throw tons of them in. We're going to turn them off from here. 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘭𝘥 will be turned off from there. How's food doing, by the way? We have a lot of lettuce, and we're really not doing anything with it. I think I will allow the lettuce to rot. I know that sounds weird, but we're not doing anything with it right now, and it can go towards feeding the poke shells. And again, if we don't need the poke shells, because we have really all the lime we're going to need for a long time with the fossil, we can consider getting rid of these and replacing them with hatches. Let me know, do you think we should keep poke shells around? Is there anything we really gain from that? They eat polluted dirt and rot piles, which we basically don't have anymore. They excrete sand, which I don't think we're anywhere near short of, but you know, honestly, I haven't checked up on it, so... But we have 921 tons. We're not going to be short on sand for ages. Just probably our whole run. And then we don't have to worry about our people getting pinched all the damn time. That would be handy. I'm gonna think about that one. Just consider, because right now I don't feel like we need to keep the poke shells around. And to be honest, there are more down here, kind of captive, so to speak. So I don't think we need to keep them around. And there's no reason why we can't have hatches in the water. But the water weed will be good later. We get the lettuce from it, right, which we can make, I think, burgers with when we harness natural gas to cook with. There's the 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘭𝘥. You know the 𝘊𝘰𝘳𝘭𝘥? The gas range requires natural gas and power. And yes, we can make frost burgers. Fleeing. Yeah. They're just kind of annoying the way they attack our dupes all the time. Critter drop off. Oh, poor hatchling. Sorry, we need your meat, sir. Wait for it. It's so funny how they have the mouths all screwed up to, like, as if they're holding their breath, right? They're really resilient. Wow. You can hold your breath for a long time, dude. One day he'll die. Just sitting here, nodding my head. Yep. There he goes. Mostly I wanted to see how much meat. 3,200 kilocal. That's not bad. And then barbecue ends up being how much? 4,000. So yeah, add electricity, get calories. I'm not sure how that works, but it's fine. All right, I've totally lost the plot now. This, yeah, we've almost got that right set up. And in order to make this happen, first I want to know, is anyone out of the base down here? I don't see anyone in the lower part of the base. Here's the other thing. I would have to stop this exit up. And it could just be that it's time to do that. But I think more than likely what we'll do temporarily is dial back access. And we'll do that by taking out these ladders and poles. And we'll have the left side of the base temporarily be accessible through this, let's call it a porthole, through here. And then the bottom of the base, the rest of it, will be accessible with suits. And this is because I want to Probably right out here. In fact, we can get rid of some of these. Maybe we'll put some insulated tile down. And I kind of want to get rid of that. These two, the coverage doesn't quite overlap, so I guess I have to keep that one. But we are going to get rid of these ladders. Through there. We'll just carry that on over to there. And this is where we're gonna make our first transit tube stop. And that'll be under, is it under stations? It is not. Okay, let me find it. Under base. Transit tube access. Yeah, we'll put one of those right in there. New phone, who dis? Sweet legs, 2 times. 2 times the sweet legs. Do we want to have some omelet, maybe? Sweet leg omelet. 𝘊𝘵𝘮𝘮 eggs? Really? Oh my gosh, I've never seen a 𝘊𝘵𝘮𝘮 before. I've only just barely heard of them. That's excellent. Wish I had something to feed this guy so they had more eggs. These 66. Hopefully they'll lay another egg. But yeah, we'll find out what a 𝘊𝘵𝘮𝘮 egg is, or a 𝘊𝘵𝘮𝘮 is in time. Wait, it says, 𝘊𝘵𝘮𝘮s are fluffy, affectionate critters who exhibit a strong snuggling instinct towards all types of eggs. This is temporarily amplified when they are hugged by a passing duplicate. So I'm guessing they have something to do with nurseries like this. Must be. We can let these eggs out while I'm thinking, oh my gosh, look at all the fry eggs in there. 52 kilograms of fry egg. Wowzers, 13 of them. It's going to be a lot of fish. How many do we have in here? Yeah, you guys are even still crowded. Because you got 5 eggs in there. Happy, what? No, what am I looking at? Reproduction, 7%. Let's attack. 24. 54. 5. Attack. They just laid eggs, this is why I'm attacking them. And then we got a tiny baby. I do love the tiny babies of the little fish. It's pretty great. Although, what am I thinking? You know, I mean, I could keep them around. They produce, how much water was it? 200 grams a second of water. So the more of these I keep around, the more our water is just refilling itself. And we are constantly using it and still making oxygen. Yes, we are. Anyways, how'd the construction of this stuff go? We can't seem to reach there, so we're gonna have to dig that down. We did find it with this. Oh, that's the carbon dioxide vent. Right, it's this way down here. Oh yeah, they have to be able to get in there. So that'll go something like that. Then we got a very big oil biome. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but yeah, we are able to suppress those warnings now with the help of a mod. I think we should try and get a little closer through here and find out a little more of what's over there. We could have more geysers yet. I would really love a cold water geyser. I think there's a cold slush geyser, which is polluted water, and there might be one for salt water, if I'm remembering correctly. I've not seen, I think, a straight up water geyser that is useful. Only steam, but they used to exist at the very least. How is morale looking, friendos? It's not bad. Yeah, Legon seems to be overskilled a little bit. Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on Legon. And it used to be, I think Jace was almost there as well. But Legon, as long as your stress isn't climbing too much. Yeah, a little bit of stress, but that's not too bad. We might have to consider wiping his skills and just being more selective in the future. If I sound a little hoarse, it's very late in the day today. I do this once a week thing where at the local Legion I go play darts with my father and other locals, and it's kind of fun. But yeah, so I had to kind of stop my recording day, go do that, and now I'm back at it. So I am almost talked out for the day, I will tell you. I'm just noticing our kill cows is very low. The lettuce is gone. We have 17,000 in fried mushroom. We have a little bit of grub fruit, muck root. But these guys are not growing very much because I stopped giving them water for reasons that are probably apparent. We just don't have that much water. I think we're gonna have to turn this guy on and purify some of this water to then deliver to those guys, because we have a lot of this water that we can then ship up there, which I would like to do. That is meant to stop salt water, and you can see there is some salt water there. We're probably okay to ship it on, I think. One thing I might do here, actually, is put in another filter. So this will go like so. Right, I'm trying to brain how this goes again. And we'll load that in there. We'll turn this to, what is it, 1 gram? 1 gram a second. And then what we'll do is it'll be polluted water that goes into this filter. And then, yeah, so the output will be out through here, and that will be sent all the way, oh my gosh, up to here. How are we going to do that? Just trying to see if there's any lines that we can reuse, but not really. Some of these, for sure. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and switch over to our igneous rock piping. We can remove that. All the way over here, and then we're gonna have to put in some bridges here and here. We need some ladders across. No, yeah, no, I'm deconstructing the top ones. It's just, it's a little deceiving, where those markers are, the deconstruct errand markers. So we'll go all the way under there. We're gonna need some more ladders across here. Some ladders up there. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over to there. A lot of here's and there's and everywheres. I apologize, it's not very descriptive. As I say, I'm practically brain dead at this point. I mean, more than usual. We'll have the output right in there with our fishies. So that's something. Power is already down here. This thing is, yeah, practically ready to rock. And yeah, so we'll see that salt water get filtered out. Oh no, no, no. Shoot. I messed up. You're supposed to have the second one on there as well. And then... okay. So cut those. Oh my gosh. Cut those. Thank you very much. And what I'll do is I'll just plumb them out. And then this polluted water will go in there and prime that. And we should be good to go after that. What do we have in here? Polluted water, why aren't you working? What have I done? Can I empty this? We'll give it another shot. All right, meanwhile, this is looking pretty good to go. The other place we're going to need to cut off access is over here. Do we want to do it there? Yeah. Or I can do it here. Let's do that. So everything left of here will be for suits. This will be allowable without suits. At least temporarily. I wonder how long this is gonna take. Polluted water, 1,000 milligrams. Okay, it looks like it's working now. So that's the behavior I want to see. I want to see 1 gram of polluted water going around in that circle. I would like this bridge to be built. It's kind of necessary. What happened to our other bridge here? Need that bridge built. Right, there we go. What the... Why? You're supposed to go through. Oh, maybe it's because that's not hooked up and it's saying it's going backwards. Because... oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Not totally crazy anyways. And these need to be built, and all that needs to be built. So yeah, we have some prep left to do. There's no sense in just dumping this water out constantly. Just put a pin in that. As they say. Not sure who they are, but they say it. There we go. And we can sever that through there. Sever that through there. Likewise here. And that'll carry right through. Way to go, dupes. Way to work. Okay, so clearance always permitted. Means what? 1, they don't have power. 2, they don't have oxygen, so it doesn't really matter. I think we're just gonna turn that on disable for the moment, and then Phone will beep. They can't access that. Yeah, that's a problem. Otherwise, I think it's ready to go. 50% active duration, activation time. I'm gonna start lower activation time. Let's start it at 75% through the day for 25% of the day. See if that gets us all the oxygen we need. It's gonna take a couple days to work out anyways. Oh yeah, they simply put cannot reach that. So let's put in some of that. A lot of this is and that's in this episode. My articulative powers are very small. How are we looking here? So it doesn't look like we ended up with the geyser up in this area. That's fair enough. Can't win them all. We got that one, carbon dioxide vent, right. You got this guy. He's the cool steam vent has started to output, which is good. And crude oil in a salt biome. Oh, I see. It kind of meshes together. And we're still trying to figure out what's in here. What's in your wallet? I love seeing all this diamond. I can't wait to get at that. It's a very, very good material for certain things. Highly conductive, as you can imagine. Food has decayed. Roast, grub, fruit, nut. Really? No one eating those. Hey, look at that. There's some more neutronium right there. So that's going to be another thing we can go search out in due time here. A little bit outside of our current exploration zone. We could do it, but it's a little far away. One thing I wouldn't mind doing though is getting a platform ready down here. That'll be for transit tube station, and we're gonna need to mine out this whole strip for our tubes. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that I chose to come out on this side, and yet this is my deep shaft. I should have done this the other way around. It's not too late. It's just that, well, what we can do is we can put the platform under here, bring this down here again. Let me just show you. We'll reconnect these. We'll take out these buildings there. Probably get rid of those too. We'll put a platform there. So they'll just come out here, drop down, hop in the transit tube, and then proceed down to the bottom of the map. Maybe we'll put 2 stops in. It seems like maybe that's a good idea because we're going to have to get into this area at some point in time as well. Maybe even have a lateral stop out here. And then progressively connect different parts of the exterior of the base. I am curious about how other people set them up. And how many stops you have, and if you sort of segment your transit areas into different areas. So the way I'm setting it up right now is there will be kind of a demarcation line in the middle of the base. The bottom half will be serviced by one set of suits and tubes, and the top will have its own set of suits and transit tubes. What is overheated? Security door. Ah, I see. We're going to suppress your warnings. We've just found new things. We're about to figure this out too. If Jace can breathe long enough to reveal whatever it is, we'll see. Oh, I see No, that was obsidian. Close, but no cigar. What do we got? It's a gold volcano. Beautiful. That is real good news for us. That is excellent. Wow, so we have 3 metal volcanoes, 3 steam vents so far, 2 natural gas vents, and a partridge in a pear tree. I'm curious to see if there's anything. Yeah, there's this one, right? And then we'll find out what else is back here. Anyways, didn't quite make as much progress as I had thought, and I feel like I've had a little bit of an addled brain this evening for everyone, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. That's going to do it for now. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If I've earned your subscription today, I would greatly appreciate that. We're pushing for 1,000 here, at which point I become a real YouTuber. I become a real boy. Just like Pinocchio. Alright, have a great rest of your night, folks. I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.